G'day guys, how's it going? I'm Aza Whitnall, this is Aza World Sport, and unfortunately England are still at rock bottom when it comes to the national football team. I mean, I'm not even going to make this a long, lengthy video because there's just no point really at the moment. I mean, when you look at the two results against Malta and Slovenia, they speak volumes. You've just got to have a look at just a couple of the stats to really get an idea as to how poor these results were. Now, I know England beat Malta, and yeah, a win is a win sometimes. But come on, you've also got to consider the level of players that we have here in England and in our national team, and then where Malta are in the world. I mean, this was a country that are ranked 176th in the world. Now, just to put that into perspective for you, they're below countries that most people would have never heard of, like Suriname or Vanuatu or Kosovo or Comoros. You know, that speaks volumes, I think, and just shows you how poor this 2-0 win was. I mean, look, they had 80% ball possession, but you'd expect England to have 80% ball possession because at the end of the day, they're playing a country that's a rank so low, it would be rather embarrassing not to. And, I mean, it speaks volumes when, you know, people at the moment are criticising players like Wayne Rooney, as well as obviously the whole England setup, because, yeah, his form isn't good enough. I mean, look, Wayne had 177 touches of the ball in the game against Malta, but not a single one of them came in the opposition penalty box. This is England's all-time leading goal scorer. Right? This is a country that England should be blowing away, plain and simple. And that is with no disrespect to Malta, but as I said, you've just got to think of the differences in where they stand from a professional standpoint. It's a little bit embarrassing. And the fact that they only managed to have 20 shots on only 20 shots in the whole game, and only 10 of those were on target. What does that say? Now, yes, give credit to Malta. Their goalkeeper made some amazing saves, to say the least, especially from Jesse Lingard. But in the end, yeah, England broke through. Daniel Sturridge scored his first goal at Wembley for England since 2014. And that was in a friendly against Peru. I mean, it shows you there, like Daniel Sturridge is regarded as one of our best strikers, and yet he hasn't scored at home in almost 2 years now. That's embarrassing in a way. So yeah, we're at rock bottom, and we need something to come along and shake us up. And if Malta and Slovenia, they looked like they were cracking, or covering over the cracks, then the Malta and Slovakia game looked like they were covering over the cracks. The Slovenia game showed that, we've got some big problems. I mean, when you consider, we were playing a team in that game that are ranked 67th in the world. And again, just to put this into perspective for you, they're below the likes of Panama, the United Arab Emirates, and Uganda in the world rankings. Right? These are countries that, England should just simply not be drawing with. These are countries that we should be getting 4, 5, 6, 7 plus goals against and not conceding. And yet, even though we enjoyed, it was like 67% ball possession, we were completely dominated in that game. When you actually look at how the game played out, Joe Hart made a world-class save. We handed them chances time and time again, and it just simply wasn't good enough. There didn't seem to be that passion from anyone. Sorry. And, when you consider that, again, talking about what we created and talking about dominance, all right, this is a proof that Slovenia dominated the game. We only had 3 shots in target the entire game, and that's England's lowest amount of shots on target in a game since that embarrassing 0-0 draw against Costa Rica at the World Cup in 2014. So look, I don't really think I need to elaborate anymore. It wasn't a good international break for England. Okay, we still have big issues. I think the FA need to look at how, not just the man, I mean, Gareth Southgate made the obvious point that he did inherit an absolute misery of a team in terms of it is a shambles because of the way that obviously the Iceland game has affected them. Now the Big Sam allegations have affected the whole national setup. And England do need to start again. It honestly cannot get any worse. I know we thought Iceland couldn't get any worse, but we're still on that same level. We haven't gone up in any way whatsoever. We've mustered a couple of really pathetic wins, which still, it's not something to jump out your seat and be happy about. Okay, and yeah, we missed certain players like Adam Lallana. We really missed him, but that's not enough. These like I said, these are countries that we should be blowing away, and we're simply not. If it was someone like Germany or Spain or anyone like that, they would be blowing away these teams. And I just think something needs to change at England. I honestly do not know who should get the manager's job at the moment. Off the top of my head, I cannot think of an Englishman who will be given the right amount of patience from the media to sort things out, because I think they'll just be judged after their first game or second game if it's a rubbish result. And I know that obviously I've kind of said similar in this video, but there's a difference here. All right, Southgate hasn't been named as England manager. He's been named as the caretaker boss. Okay, so he's still just trying to carry on this mess until the FA finally decide who they're going to give the actual job role to in terms of who can really sort this out. And based on the way that Southgate's talking, part of it looks like he doesn't even want to take it because it's such a bad kind of position for the England team to be in at the moment. But, if he does get given the job, then I hope he's given time to really fix it. I just hope he's brave enough to make the big decisions. Like, I know he dropped Wayne Rooney. That was a good choice because Wayne's not in form. But then he did bring him on over players like Vardy, who, in my opinion, was someone that the game was crying out for. Or again, Rashford, left on the bench for so long. It just doesn't make sense at the moment, some of the choices that are being made. And, I think that, the FA and the England national team really need to start again in that perspective. So that's everything that I have to say on the international break. Hopefully the next international break will be more exciting and something that we can get, happier about or be happier about and really get behind the England team when it comes to the games. But yeah, really disappointing couple of games for England. So, all we can do now, look forward to the Premier League, the return this weekend. So cannot wait for that. Some absolutely massive games, including Man United, Liverpool to look forward to. So I'm already buzzing to be reviewing the weekend's Premier League action. Anyway, I'm Aza Whitnall. Please leave your comments below. What do you make of the state of the FA and the state of the England team at the moment? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm completely wrong? Do you think I'm completely off the ball here and that things are better than what they appear? Comment below, let me know. As always, I'm Aza Whitnall. This is Aza World TV. And please, remember, for all things wildlife, adventure and sport, to subscribe to this channel because I have a lot of exciting projects coming up. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week.